Is too much. Tonight, the debate over standardized testing. This week, a local teacher testified in the state capitol, telling Florida lawmakers the testing required by the state and school district is hurting schools and students. News Channel 5's Elizabeth Harrington is part of the largest news team on the Treasure Coast, and she's live tonight in Port St. Lucie with this story. Beth?
A teacher here in St. Lucie County did the math. He figured out that at his school, the average student has to take about 10 standardized tests every school year on top of classroom exams. He says something needs to change. Sandy Langell is concerned about all the school tests her children have to take.
You look at the testing calendar and you're like, okay, when do you learn anything besides how to bubble in?
Even her kindergartner takes tests.
The question's hard.
The St. Lucie County Teachers Association says the state requires schools to test all children to measure a teacher's performance. 6-year-old Rebecca says it's frustrating.
When I mess up on something.
We spoke with David Freeland, a math teacher in Fort Pierce, shortly after he testified this week in Tallahassee.
So there's a disconnect between what goes on in legislation and what goes on in real schools, and that's really, I want to try and bridge that gap.
Freeland helps administer the test at his high school. As you can see from these pictures, it takes a lot of work. We asked Freeland to name some.
There is a new FSA test for language arts for 9th, 10th, 11th grade. There's a new FSA test for algebra in 9th grade, geometry in 10th grade, and algebra 2 in 11th grade.
The list goes on, but you get the point. Now a state senator is proposing a bill to cap the amount of time students spend on state and local tests. Parents are also fighting back. Langell is part of a movement called Opt Out. After seeing her oldest daughter so stressed out, she decided the tests aren't worth it.
She is extremely frustrated. So I looked into it and I said, don't take it.
Freeland says many of these tests aren't that helpful for teachers or students because it takes months to get the results. Sometimes they get them just before summer. Live here in Port St. Lucie, Elizabeth Harrington, WPTV News Channel 5.
Tonight.